Welcome to Some Books. Today, we explore Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's We Should All Be Feminists, an influential essay that has ignited conversations around the globe about gender, equality, and the need for a more inclusive feminism. Before we delve into Adichie's powerful essay, let's understand the context in which it was written. In the early 21st century, feminism experienced a resurgence, focusing on overcoming the systemic structures that lead to inequality. Adichie's work, rooted in her experiences in Nigeria and the United States, offers a personal and universal exploration of what it means to be a feminist today. We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller, Adichie writes, setting the tone for her exploration of gender roles. Her essay begins with a childhood story where she first encountered gender discrimination. A teacher declared that a boy must be the class monitor, even though Chimamanda had the highest grades. Adichie uses personal anecdotes and observations to discuss the broader implications of gender roles, from her life in Nigeria, where she was told that cooking is a woman's duty, to her experiences in the United States, where she confronts stereotypes. Adichie paints a vivid picture of how societal norms are deeply ingrained from a young age. Let's take a moment to slow down and deeply absorb the critical themes Adichie addresses. First, gender stereotypes and social conditioning. Adichie emphasizes that from a young age, children are pigeonholed into roles that limit their potential. She poignantly notes, the problem with gender is that it prescribes how we should be, rather than recognizing how we are. Moving to feminism and inclusion, Adichie argues for a feminism that is inclusive and brings men into the conversation. She challenges the misconception that feminism is about hating men, stating, "My own definition of a feminist is a man or a woman who says yes, there's a problem with gender as it is today, and we must fix it. We must do better." In discussing culture and change, Adichie acknowledges the role culture plays in shaping gender perceptions, but also insists that culture can and should evolve. She asserts, culture does not make people, people make culture. Regarding femininity and strength, Adichie addresses the false association between femininity and weakness. She argues that women should not have to reject femininity to be seen as strong or capable, advocating for a broader definition of strength. Finally, the empowerment through storytelling theme is highlighted as Adichie discusses the power of narratives to challenge and redefine cultural stories about gender. She encourages embracing new narratives where everyone can be their true selves. Adichie fills her essay with personal stories that shed light on both subtle and overt forms of gender discrimination. From the expectations placed on women, to be agreeable to the ways men and women are treated differently in professional settings, her observations are both insightful and relatable. She also touches on the danger of a single story, by urging us to embrace a multiplicity of narratives about gender. This approach helps build a more complex understanding and prevents stereotyping. In exploring feminism and masculinity, Adichie points out how traditional views of masculinity are harmful to men, limiting their emotional expression and perpetuating toxic behaviours. She notes, "We do a great disservice to boys in how we raise them." Turning to pop culture references, Olivia Rodrigo's album Guts aligns beautifully with Adichie's themes, particularly in songs that deal with growing up, finding one's voice, and challenging stereotypes. Rodrigo's narrative-driven lyrics resonate with the idea of forging a path that defies traditional expectations. Billie Eilish's song Your Power complements Adichie's discussions on the dynamics of power and gender. Eilish's haunting vocals and introspective lyrics echo Adichie's call to recognise and challenge the power imbalances that exist in society. In conclusion, We Should All Be Feminists is more than just an essay. It is a compelling call to action for everyone to engage with and advocate for gender equality. Adichie's blend of personal experience and sharp analysis creates a persuasive and accessible argument for why we all should embrace feminist ideals. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's We Should All Be Feminists invites us to reflect on our own views and to actively participate in the ongoing dialogue about gender and equality. What did you find most compelling about Adichie's essay? Join the discussion in the comments below or share your own video response. Let's continue to learn from each other and work towards a more equitable world.